Good, happy Wednesday morning. It is Wednesday, July 5th, 2023. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast right here on RK Network. I hope you all had a wonderful 4th of July yesterday, and welcome back to a new week and fresh start to your work week as well. Let's get started. We got a lot of news to get to this Wednesday morning, but first let's take a look at your weather from meteorologist Jacqueline Thomas and see how the weather will shape up for the next couple of days.
Children shouldn't slip through the cracks. Children should have every opportunity to thrive.
Thanks for watching. I'm meteorologist Jacqueline Thomas. Heading through the day today, we finally get some more dry hours and we see some sunshine throughout the day today. Starting off the morning, we had a pretty sunrise out there as the sun was coming up, some pretty colors in the sky and some clear conditions in spots with a few clouds in other spots as well. The satellite and radar, of course, much quieter. We have mainly clear conditions expected through the day today, just a few clouds at times, especially this afternoon, but otherwise a mainly dry day. So in the futurecast, taking us through the morning hours, we hang on to some quiet conditions. There could be a pop-up shower in spots as we head towards the afternoon or early evening, mainly limited to the higher terrain across parts of the mountains, but otherwise we're going to be staying dry today, something we haven't really been able to do or to say as far as seeing all the rain that we've had these last few days. Now, as we head into Thursday, we start off quiet again with some sunshine, but Thursday afternoon could be just a little bit more active with a better chance for a pop-up shower or perhaps a quick-hitting thunderstorm. However, there's still going to be plenty of dry hours between. So temperatures on the rise as well. We're talking 80s to even near 90 degrees in some parts of the state later this afternoon and again on Thursday. Tonight, lows fall back into the 60s. It stays mild with a mainly clear sky, and it does stay very muggy as well, so the humidity sticks around even with all of the heat that we're going to be seeing, so a little bit more uncomfortable, especially today and tomorrow. Temperatures stay very warm through these next couple of days before cooling off a little bit through the weekend into next week when we start to see more rain chances return.
Okay, and there you go on that weather from meteorologist Jacqueline Thomas. And we're gonna take a look at your roadways now and see how those roadways are shaping up out there this morning. As you can see on 93 heading into Massachusetts, you got a nice smooth sailing ride. On 293, you got a nice smooth sailing ride as well. 89, a little okay-ish ride with some medium pace traffic. 393 between Concord and Chichester, a nice smooth sailing ride with a little bit of medium pace traffic. Chichester and Route 4 area, you got a nice smooth sailing ride with a little bit of medium pace traffic. Route 16 of the Spotling, nice smooth sailing ride with medium pace traffic as well. 95 from Maine, New Hampshire into the border of Massachusetts, fairly nice smooth sailing ride, a few spots of medium pace traffic there. 101, a nice smooth sailing ride with a few spots of medium pace traffic around the Epping, Exeter area of 101. And, then Merrimack, Nashua into the border of Massachusetts, a nice smooth sailing ride there. That is a look at traffic. Not too bad of a ride on this start back to work after a holiday. But if you do see a traffic issue, make sure you let us know so we can let our viewers know as well. And now let's get to your news. First up, it was just horrific. Witness describe scene after vehicle crashes into a New Hampshire bar, injuring 14. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
For 50 years, the White Mountains of New Hampshire have been roamed by a mysterious lone figure. Generations have caught a glimpse of this curmudgeon, and encounters continue even today. He's a legend. Find the Wolf Man at Clark's Bears in Lincoln this summer.
It was just horrific. It was just horrible. Worst thing I've ever dealt with ever.
A weekend made for celebrating took a terrifying turn when an SUV came crashing through a Laconia bar with people packed inside.
It was like this huge, loud, huge crack boom. And I guess natural reaction went down, but come to find out, my son's girlfriend was on my lap.
The moment of the crash caught on camera. You can see the silver SUV get hit by another, trying to turn left through the long line of cars. The impact forcing the SUV into the parking lot and through the front of the bar. Nicolette Puzo was at one of the only tables left unscathed by the crash.
Literally the next thing I see is there's a car. And you could hear it like it was, like it revved, like it just flew, it literally flew through. The next thing I saw was just the car. And then you heard people just screaming because everyone was like, oh my God, there's a car.
14 people were hurt. Puzo says people immediately jumped into action to help.
They threw stuff out of the way. You know, they knew they had to get to people. And, I literally saw the woman pinned up against the bar, and I don't know how she survived.
The owners say the bar was packed at the time with about 40 people inside. Puzo says it's a miracle it wasn't worse.
We thought so many people were dead. How could you not think it? It came in and it came like all the way in. Our table was the only table standing.
Now, the bar's owner is posting to Facebook saying they're thankful everyone is going to be okay, and they're grateful for the first responders and community members for jumping in with no hesitation.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Downpour flooding causes damage to roads in southwestern New Hampshire. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
For 50 years, the White Mountains of New Hampshire have been roamed by a mysterious lone figure. Generations have caught a glimpse of this curmudgeon, and encounters continue even today. He's a legend. Find the Wolf Man at Clark's Bears in Lincoln this summer.
On July 4th, 2023, it might have ended with fireworks going up into the sky, but in some parts of the state, it started with rain falling from it.
It eroded the road down and undermined the side of State Route 47, causing the pavement to undermined right down there.
Neighborhoods and roads in southwestern New Hampshire getting hit the hardest with damage.
We have seen some trouble spots, but they haven't been too bad around the state.
Here in Bennington, we're on Francistown Road right now, and as you can see, the New Hampshire Department of Transportation, they're just putting the finishing touches on filling the side of the road that had the most damage. And 20 minutes away over here in Hillsborough, police tape blocking off Center Road. As you zoom in, you can see from the left to the right, two extremely large holes now surrounded by traffic cones and barriers. Some of the roads were patched up and ready to go within hours. Others still closed.
Some flooding over the roads. Some of the culverts are getting clogged up, and our crews have been out clearing those culverts.
But Richard Arcam with the Department of Transportation thinks that rain kept more people off the roads today, making some closures or traffic not as bad as usual.
So I guess the rain scared people home early.
With the severe rain, the roads could still be in danger of being damaged more.
Folks, if they do come across puddles, they should probably not go through them unless they know the road really well.
In Bennington, Troy Lynch, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Authorities search for a suspect in a shooting before Maine fireworks show. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
For 50 years, the White Mountains of New Hampshire have been roamed by a mysterious lone figure. Generations have caught a glimpse of this curmudgeon, and encounters continue even today. He's a legend. Find the Wolf Man at Clark's Bears in Lincoln this summer.
Right now, law enforcement in Maine calling on the suspect in a shooting along the causeway in Naples to turn themselves in. The Cumberland County Sheriff calling the victim a juvenile male, saying he was shot right as so many families were gathering for the town's fireworks display. Because it was so busy in this area, he says it is also very, very lucky nobody else was hurt.
We know who the shooter is. We're hunting down leads now. I encourage the shooter, if he knows who he is, to turn himself in, because we will keep hunting through the night to find him.
The victim is expected to recover. Tonight's fireworks show, because of this, was canceled.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Dozens sworn in as U.S. citizens on 4th of July in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Granite State Solar is more than just a solar company. We're your neighbors, helping you make the energy choice that's right for you.
A big celebration here in Portsmouth today for America's birthday, welcoming 73 new American citizens.
For Purple Mountain Majesties.
Hard work, dedication, and a dream have led to 73 people from 38 countries around the world to these seats at Strawberry Bank Museum.
Hundreds of millions, maybe even billions of people across this planet, literally today, would just do anything to stand in your shoes.
Their friends, family, and loved ones standing by to witness them take an oath that would grant them citizenship in the United States of America. That oath comes with responsibilities to defend the Constitution and the laws of the land, making a promise of loyalty to the United States. As a citizen, it's your duty to uphold that oath.
We don't expect you to forget your history or ignore your past. In fact, we want you to share your experiences, your cultures, and your traditions with the broader community.
Congratulations, everyone.
I'm so happy because it's my dream, for 10 years.
After the ceremony, hugs, tears, and waving the red, white, and blue could be seen across the Strawberry Bank fields.
America gave me a lot of opportunities.
As a symbol of their hard work and dedication has paid off. Starting today, they're ready to uphold that oath and start their next chapter as a citizen of the United States.
Thank you, America. Thank you for the open arms for everybody who wants opportunities here and a special life. Thank you.
And Secretary of State Scanlon reminding all of the new citizens the importance of voting, saying he hopes all of them will register to vote. In Portsmouth, Kelly O'Brien, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Several presidential candidates march in Merrimack 4th of July parade. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
For 50 years, the White Mountains of New Hampshire have been roamed by a mysterious lone figure. Generations have caught a glimpse of this curmudgeon, and encounters continue even today. He's a legend. Find the Wolfman at Clark's Bears in Lincoln this summer.
You're running for president here in New Hampshire.
Half a dozen presidential candidates spending this Independence Day in New Hampshire, marching in Merrimack's annual parade.
If you wanted to celebrate the 4th of July anyplace, why not? Where they live free or die.
Candidates shaking hands and stopping for photos, some on double duty after walking in parades in Wolfboro and Amherst earlier today.
We appreciated both parades, and we're going to be doing so much more here, but it was just good to be up here and celebrate Independence Day with a bunch of patriotic Americans.
We were up in Amherst earlier, and you had folks from all different walks of life just enjoying the freedoms that we do have.
And despite the bad weather, neither candidates nor attendees let it metaphorically rain on their parade.
It's not a downpour.
Several candidates, including Republican frontrunner former President Donald Trump, didn't make it here in person, but had supporters and staffers holding signs. Those who were here stressed the importance of New Hampshire's role in elections, saying this is a great opportunity to meet with voters face to face.
Yesterday we were in Iowa, here we're in New Hampshire, and we like to say best of America.
In New Hampshire, let's face it, politics is a sport in New Hampshire. And if you don't do well in New Hampshire, you're in trouble.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. powdery substance found at White House sent for further testing, the Secret Service says. A powdery substance that was discovered at the White House Sunday evening, prompting a temporary evacuation of the complex, has been sent for further evaluation and testing, the Secret Service said. A field test determined that the substance was possibly cocaine, according to two sources familiar with the initial report. Though such tests are not conclusive, the source said it was discovered in the West Wing, and one described it as a white powdery substance in a Ziploc bag. An official said the substance was found in a common area of the West Wing and not within an individual office. The area where the substance was found is accessible to certain tour groups. CNN has reached out to the White House and FBI for comment. And we will keep you updated on that story. And that does it for this edition of the Riley King Newscast right here on RK Network. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Have a great day, everyone, and goodbye.